Hello, today we're gonna play a game called SkyShard. It's a demo, it's a new game by Regis Kilbin, and it's Ben 3 to 1. 1 to 3, I don't know his name unfortunately. No, it's Ben. He used to play Auto Battlers, various Auto Battlers, and he made one of his own. And I'll start by saying I've played this game a couple times now. I don't fully understand everything. I haven't gotten a win of 16 rounds yet, so we're gonna try for that. Anyway, so the main gameplay loop of this game is gonna be we get some shops, well, but we're spending mana because we are wizards. We have 8 mana around plus 8 mana at the start of the round, right? And we get a choice of shops, and the cost is mana. Uh, there is a few differences between these. So now the cost goes up as goes the tier of the units you can get from the shops. However, there is also a different way to differentiate the shops. There's this purple, you can see the purple glow in here. That means it will show you like 6 units and you can choose one of them, right? This white glow, you can only get a random one, which means these two are extremely good. We have a structure shop and a big shop. I think we want a weapon. Usually want a weapon first. I think big shop is more likely to have a weapon. I don't know whether that's true or not. But this is a weapon, Assemblator. This one does plenty of damage, potentially. I mean, right now it doesn't. It does like, what? 6 plus 16, I think. What would that be, like 22 damage every like 0.9 seconds? Sure, that's fine. And here we can see we only have 4 mana left. And we have this one, we can choose one of the 6. Oh, we can also just do the same choice again. Yeah, let's do that. I usually like doing that. Sun Altar is a weapon, Sun Gorgon is a weapon. We don't have like a defensive wall offered. But it doesn't matter, we have a Sun Altar. I think Sun Altar is good. 2.8 seconds. This one actually doesn't say here, but damage type stun. I guess that does. No, it doesn't say that. This is also stun? Yeah, this is also stun. 50 damage per second DPS, right? This is 71. Okay, this is more DPS. Let's just take that, and it has some synergy. We don't have any mana left, we can find an opponent. They also have an assemblator. They have 4 tags, apparently. Yeah, sure. A mail and a community college. We should win this. That should be easy. So, like, that's how the fights go. They will automatically fight. And we have 20 health. After combat, we can take 1 damage for every remaining enemy unit, as you can see there. There's a quest here. Destroy 25 enemy units, get a random production unit. Well, I do like production units. I don't usually take quests, but I think I might just take that one. Okay. We can take another big shop, but we do kind of need a defensive unit, I think. We might not need one. Also, this one could have a defense unit. This one is guaranteed to be a defense unit. No, let's just take the big shop. Well, there is a defense unit, but this one is kind of awkward. Not gonna lie. We have a toy store and a forest spirit as weapon options. This is not directly a weapon, but it does spawn 4 weapons. And what's cool about them is it lets you go into Tinker's energies. Then we have Obelisk. Oh, this target's healthiest unit. I didn't even read that part of the text before. And every time I've tried this weapon, I didn't find it very good. By the way, I don't know whether this like does damage based on its current health or its max health. But you can totally buff its max health. and it can do a lot. But I think what I'll do is gonna be kind of weird. These weapons have a lot of the health. This one doesn't. This has a very little. These have very little health. The weapons that it spawns. Okay, this is fine because we can do this. This is gonna spawn 14 units. This is gonna give us buffs for that. And we don't have a town unit. That doesn't matter. We just have a bunch of weapons. Surely that's fine. Load the enemy. Oh, they have spellbound rocket already. I haven't found that once in my gameplay. And I've seen people using that a lot. But it's fine. Okay, that thing cannot target weapons, I think, so I mostly have weapons on my board. Okay, well, we have started getting some Tinker synergies. We could either get Structure Shop for 5, or I think we just want to get this blue highlight Tinker Shop that gets us a choice out of 3 units. Okay, Supercharger is really good, Tether is really good, but Unstable Tesla Coil is amazing for Tinker synergies. And this is a cool magic shop, it's blue. I think because these are random, I don't know whether I want them. Oh, this is not random. This is a structure shop. I don't know what I should be doing here. I think at this point I should take some defense though. I'll take a random defense unit. Alright. And we have Ruby. Okay, we're putting that next to the Tesla coil. Let's figure out what is the best positioning we can get here. For as much damage buffs as possible. Okay, one down. Everything is gonna go one down. That can be corner, yeah. This spawns toys like this on the side. This is gonna go here, and we're gonna get this as well. Alright. Aha. Okay. So by the way, I'm making this video because I watched the Ben video about the game and he said even if we're like small creators, which I am barely even a creator, we could make videos of playing the game and he'd like to watch them. So I guess they decided that we'll make that. And give feedback if we find good reason to do so. And I would say that like this highlight of the shops, right, the blue, purple and white, I think it could be a bit more distinct. Because I can, like this blue and white, I haven't even seen them before. Right now I can kind of see them better, I don't know why. But the background, especially for the blue one, right, it's blue on the blue background, it doesn't really work. And then there's stuff like, if you check this Ruby, yeah, right, these buildings are green, that's the highlight is correct. But I've seen stuff like, it highlights it and it becomes like darker and I can't tell that it's highlighted. So that's like just first few pieces of feedback I would have. There's more, but for now leave it at that. Okay. This is a very interesting thing, time diluter, because it does make our Tesla code slower. However, it's a lot of triggers of a Tinker unit, which would matter down the line for Tinker synergy. The other thing we can do, however, is Tether 2000. 3% of 200 is like what? 6 damage, right? It's not that much, I guess. But Tesla Coil does need like some damage buffs eventually. Let me do like this, actually. Well, I don't really have a choice here, I guess. We'll get this quest. And find an opponent. I kind of messed up there because I put this right next to the toy store, which means we get one less toy. But it's fine. Okay, we got a unit from somewhere. I don't know where we have this from. I guess we had a quest for that. Yeah. Tier 4 or 5. Tinker unit. Hopefully is this thing, exactly. That's what I want. Electro Catalyst. This is kind of the reason to play Tinker's Energy in my opinion. When a friendly Tinker unit triggers, charge this +1. When at 20 charge, trigger all friendly Tinker units and stun them for 0.2 seconds. Reset charge. So like, these have very fast triggers. Tesla Coil, the toys have a bunch of triggers as well. Alright. Which means this will be charged pretty fast already with just these 3 units. This is also a Tinker unit. And therefore, it's gonna all get used. We don't have a big weapon, big damage Tinker weapon, so like it's really gonna just do small damage, small amount of damage. It doesn't matter for now. All adjacent units. Ha! I will take more defense. Just build a big wall here. Dung, 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 dung. I don't know whether there's supposed to be music. I've seen videos with music in the game, but like the background music only works in the main menu for me. I don't know why. Okay, so our opponent has a weather machine on their board, which I've had a build with weather machine, but it takes a while for it to actually be relevant at all. And by the time it's relevant, the opponents have such strong builds, I can't tell you how much. I don't actually know how to beat them yet. Okay, so we have a choice. Tinker shop or like big shop. Or like we have 3 choices, we have 6 choices, right? I think. Oh, hey, we have tether. We can do this. Yeah, that's fine. Look at Tinker shop because that's just more. We have more toys. Okay, so this is a really cool one. Mecha egg. This can be permanently destroyed. However, if it survives a combat, one turn, it hatches into a good weapon. Well, pretty good weapon anyway. Especially for the Tinker synergy. So I do want that. I do want to try for that. Okay, Crystal Core is really good. I don't have any crystals. No, I do have a crystal. But as good as it is, I do want to like go heavy into the Tinker synergy and maybe get some defense. It should both of those would mean this. So I'll take that. Come on, load the enemy. Load the enemy. They have Tesla coils as well. They have a bunch of weapons. I don't know what they're doing. They're gonna portal their G melee. Oh, they have this Warden's Flame. This. Okay, that doesn't seem unbeatable. Oh, maybe it's more unbeatable than I thought. I don't know what exactly. Oh, they have a bunch of crystals. I don't know where. I didn't see those crystals. Let's just take a look at the logs. I don't know whether you can see this on video because it's a different window. Now that I think about it. But basically our Tesla coil did the most damage, but that didn't happen. That didn't matter. Structure. Okay. Is this a structure? That is a structure. Let's just do that. 10% of its base health. Cursed Bell is really cool. I do like that unit a lot. We do actually have fine synergy for this thing, though. Like, it's not like amazing, but It's only defense unit, right? Yeah. This is a defense unit, okay. That can be right there. So this pillar is gonna get a bunch of weapons. Well, can I get this anywhere? This can be like somewhere else, I don't care necessarily for the damage buff. Okay, it's fine. I don't know how to position correctly, like, there's no way I would know. There's too much stuff going on. This guy has a bunch of crystals as well. Let's hope that we can beat them too. How much health does this have right now? 850, okay. I should probably explain more stuff, but it's a bit difficult to go into everything. So I'm just clicking Tinker Synergy basically. Okay, so Dynamo is really cool for unstable Tesla coil, especially early, because it basically means that the Tesla coil doesn't lose the one damage. It's in its effect, right? It shoots fast, but it loses its damage. But Dynamo like counteracts that. This is a lot of triggers for the electrocatalyst. However, it does slow our Tesla coil down eventually, and we don't have a payoff for that actually. We also have Altering Stone, doesn't really do anything I think, so we can just place it down for the health. Let's put Dynamo. Let's do it like we wanna have it like this, I think. Structure shop, ancient shop. This is like defense shop, structure shop, simple shop. Man, I don't know. Let's do structures. Let's check. Start of combat trigger bottom unit. Okay. Well, that's the best thing out of these, I think. Is there something I do actually want to trigger? That I can. I don't have many like things I can trigger. I can do like one big shot immediately. If it loses 40% health, does it gain 10 damage? I don't know. I guess I'll just put it there. Anyway. Big shot, okay. Bunch of defense unit, tier 3 and 4. Okay, let's take a look. Totem. Now let's just take the stone wall. Put it right here. This will get more health. Okay, speed. Speed is important. We have more speed here, okay. Yeah. And let's start the fight. Okay, rule of life. I've seen builds with this thing that just are like unkillable. Like I don't know what I don't know how they work, but they just have a bunch of stuff that isn't really like you can't really get to it, and it gains a bunch of life as well. Like it already has like, oh my god, how much health? 2000. See, and like they're actually using this. I said I haven't had any luck with this, but they are using it. Are they winning? I don't know, but if the game lasts long enough, we will go into fatigue, and they usually win because they have infinite health, like way more health than I would have, right? Like I have only 1000 health on this, right? And they have 5000 health on this, and they have small shield on it, so it's like it's not gonna die. Basically, this fatigue wizard has basically killed us for them. Yeah, the fatigue wizard did the most damage. I did like almost all of the damage in this fight, but they have won because this is unkillable. And I took 5 damage for that. Oh, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, we have another Tesla coil, very interesting. I do think we actually do use that. And another big shot, yeah. Like, I don't really have I'm not really putting much thought into my build other than put as many... Okay, Spell Factory, Spell Factory. Put as many Tinker units on my board as possible that are fast. So if I do lose a fight, I can't be too mad about it. These, I don't know what this is, they just have a bunch of crystals. Okay, so they're doing this nonsense with crystals. Let's see how fast this actually is. 1.58, it's not too fast, but this does a lot of damage, yeah. It's fine. Maybe. Oh, this thing actually counters our build. It's Tinker synergy, but it's also like Tinker. It also counters Tinker builds because all we do is attack fast as hell, and that gains a lot of health for each enemy weapon attacking. Now I say that, but it didn't counter us enough, so it didn't matter. What did we get here? When an adjacent unit trigger, add 5% of its health to the random friendly defense unit. Okay. Well, I mean, the Tesla coils do have plenty of health. Also, why is this here? Oh, it's fine. Because this one doesn't get a damage buff, so it doesn't. Double its damage. Okay, that's an enchant. Big shop. Okay, there's another weapon here. I do think we might want to have this just in play just because we might want another weapon that gets through defense units, honestly. And we do want to actually like put as much damage on it as possible. So I don't know what we want. Is the biggest issue for us right now. Jeffrey? Legends 4? Adjacent. You know what, we could give lifesteal to like a bunch of random weapons. What is this positioning, by the way? This is completely random. I just realized. Do I have space for... Okay, I have an idea. We're gonna do this actually. Gonna supercharge this, and we're gonna Lashing Spore onto these so that they have lifesteal. Very little lifesteal, but I guess you're a defense unit. You can be there. I don't even know that I accepted this quest. So, wait. Oh, okay, they have... Are they doing that? No, they're not doing the thing. How much health do we have? We have 1,600 basically. Okay. They don't have much more. Good to know that. Alright. We've been in some games, that is nice to know. What is this? Oh, that's pretty good. We just plop them down. Sure. Okay, we can put that there. Tinker units. Okay, we have a supercharger. Now you might think like, what the hell do we supercharge again, right? Because you can jump starter. That is a start of combat effect. But what I've noticed people doing, some people doing anyway, is something like this. They double the health of this, which is pretty good, to be honest. I don't want a production unit at this point. This is a Tinker unit. It doesn't matter, it doesn't really do anything. I don't think I have explosive weapons. The damage type normal. This is explosive. I guess that's fine then. I'll put it in the way as well. Okay, is this the best thing I can do in terms of... That's probably a little bit... Okay, wait, I can do this slightly differently. This and this, right? I can then do this. I'll keep that there. We could supercharge the emerald as well. No, this is a passive. Okay. We can't. So this is 100 health. Hello, opponent. Okay. Oh my god, what is this? That is scary as hell. So these are tinker units. These are the tinker weapons that have actual high damage. They have 3 toy stores. They have another one of these. Okay, so they're gonna charge this pretty fast. And then I'm gonna die. They're basically doing my build, but better, I think. I think it's better. Now, our only saving grace is this might actually help us survive a long time. So let's take a look. How much health it has? 1005. This doesn't have that much more health than it did before. Alright, this didn't... Okay, now it has 4000 health. Oh my goodness, the lag. Oh, they deleted us. Alright, those things have pierce, which means it kind of gets through our defense anyway. Ouch. Well, we kind of got close, to be honest. This wasn't too bad. But we do need that weapon they have. Kind of. I just don't know how to get it. Okay. I mean, sure. We can have more health on our big thingy. I want the cheap stuff right now. Why? I don't know. Don't ask me. Nah, I think we do want something though. Ah, this is kind of bad. We'll play this as well, just so that it's there. Okay, I'll put like... Actually, if I have like 3 of these on the same thing, does it double, then double, then double the damage? I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Start the fight. Okay, they have deleted our main damage repeater, but that is fine. We do a lot of damage anyway, I think. Yeah, that was fine. We have one. Look at that. What is this? Oh, it's community cauldron. That's pointless. Why are we getting just the last hope? Can you give me like anything else? Anything else at all? I don't know if I want this. But I mean, I'll take it, but I'll put it in my inventory. And see whether we have something else. I guess we just want a big unit. Okay. Just another weapon, why not? don't know what my town. We'll get some damage buffs. Build a community cauldron just because we can. And make this a town unit for no reason at all. I am aware I have units in my inventory, but I don't think I want to play this. I would want to play this if I actually had a Tinker weapon with a lot of damage, which I don't right now. And this guy has a Mecha Dragon, which we failed to get. And it seems that's most of their damage. Let's figure it out. Okay, they have some force fields in the front. That's fine. Okay, they haven't gotten through our defense line, which is good. Oh, start of combat, all adjacent units get the tags you have the most of, which should be Tinker, I guess. I don't actually know that whether that's true. Which means, if I do something like this, current utility structure. So what will that do? Utility structure. Is there a utility structure that I can just put away? Yeah, this. I do that. Whether 83 is a tag they can get, or I don't know. I don't understand that. Okay, defense unit. Bamboo. Alright. I guess that is more health than this, so that's fine. More defense units I get. Alright, so this is great and all, but one moment. Yeah. Three up there. Three up here. You stay where you are. I don't need you. Okay, I think that's pretty good as this. Okay, I think this might become Tinker. I don't actually know though. I can't put the thing on it because, yeah. Time navigator, altering stone. Okay, well, current utility structure, I don't know whether this will work the way I want it to. But we'll figure it out. Okay, they do have a spellbound rocket, which will probably target this. The graveyard is pretty annoying. So it is Tinker now. This is Tinker as well. Okay, that is good to know that it does work that way. We'll pause for a second. Oh my god, the pillars have a lot of health, huh? Okay, I think we're doing fine. The graveyard is gone. Okay, and the most damage was done by their Spellbound Rocket, and their Dynamite Turret was second. Then we had an Unstable Tesla Coil do 3000 damage in the third place. And a bunch of our weapons were after that with around 2000 weapons, 2000 damage. Okay. Pretty cool. Now, okay, what did we get here? Accelerate. Sure. I do wanna get rid of these. I put this on it. Put this here, maybe. Now, we don't have a lot of space left for, like, anything, really. So, I mean, I will just play this for the Trinker triggers, honestly. Okay, we have a Graveyard and we have a Stick as well. And Supercharger. Okay, Supercharger might be the way to do this. So what Supercharger can do is where we have this Emerald, we just put a Supercharger there. That might be some amount of the forceful is 500, okay. Okay, do we have a place for that? Uh-huh. I don't know, like, what would happen if I didn't have anywhere to place it. I guess I could have right-clicked and it would go into my inventory. Okay. That's 500. For like 2 spaces. Like, we could remove this bamboo. Like, move it away a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, there's a sharab down there. Okay, I don't even remember having that there. We're like you. That's not what I wanted to drag over here. This is what I wanted to drag over here. Okay. I think that's fine. I don't know if this was a random one. But I guess I'll still try and find out. Let this inventory go away. Okay. Oh, these guys. Oh my goodness, they have a lot of pillars. Okay, let's pause for a bit. Okay, so this hasn't died yet. This is a Tinker unit. Okay. They already have, okay, around 2000 and 3000 health. The superchargers have gone off, and a lot of my things exploded at the same time. Which I think meant that those things have died. I don't know whether the superchargers have went off or they have been destroyed. Also, this build is absolutely ludicrous. I can't even come close to this. I am completely dead. Okay. Like, oh my goodness, they have a lot of just good units. I don't know, like, what, if there's like a big difference maker, but a lot of their units just are good. Especially the sticks now, it like gets base stats of magic units back in there. But I'm not sure what destroyed my units that fast. Because I don't see, like, a big damager. I guess this? Does this have... Oh, this has explosive damage. I didn't know that. Overall. Yeah. The Warden's Flame did the most damage, and then Dynamite Turret deal 3 times damage to the defense units. Okay. So I think he might have destroyed my defense units before I supercharged the pillars. I don't know if like the result of the battle would have been different if the superchargers actually properly went off, but Yeah, I don't think this would have been close anyway. Anyway, well, that's the run. It's a cool game, Ben, and Regis. I do like it. I do think I am missing a lot of synergies still, and I've done a very simple one for the video, just Tinker build. Although the Tinker build didn't even really like get together. I didn't get the thing I wanted, but I did use like the thing that added Tinker to other weapons. That was cool. Anyway, I do hope you do like iron out some of the little details about the game. Like I think it's mostly like visual stuff and like some information isn't exactly clear to me when I look at the units, but it's like minor things really. So anyway, this is the end of the video. Goodbye.